All right, good evening, everybody. I'm Bryce Narvaez. We're here in John Muir High School in Pasadena, California for tonight's matchup. It's the Pacific League opener. It's the final time that the 8-team format will play out, and for next season, it'll be a 16-team league featuring 3 current leagues that'll come together for one Super League with promotion and relegation to have 2 or 3 separate leagues. So let's get our pregame report tonight. It's the 1-2 Glendale Nitros taking on the 2-1 John Muir Mustangs. And once again, this is Pacific League opener. Starting with Glendale, they are once again 1-2 overall, with a loss 2 weeks ago against Montclair. That was 26-6. It's actually kind of funny. In Southern California, you have a Montclair and you have a Claremont, but they're spelled differently, or at least the Claire part. The Nitros were off last week. Last year, they finished 1-9 overall, missing the playoffs, which also includes being shut out by their rival Hoover. And Glendale and Hoover are back in the Pacific League for football. This is the second or third year that they've been back. The league was originally split into Pacific Upper and Pacific Lower. Pacific Lower was where Glendale and Hoover were, and it's kind of like the current Pac-12 where you have 2 teams and they just played each other once. But Hoover won last year's game. They shut out Glendale. Glendale finished 0-7 in the Pacific League last year. Looking at their next 3, they will host Pasadena High School next week, and Pasadena will be in action tomorrow. They'll be on the road at Burroughs. Starting October, on October 3rd, they'll be playing at Burroughs. This is, once again, the Glendale Nitros. And then they will head on the road again October 10th at Crescenta Valley. And Crescenta Valley is playing their games on campus. They used to share Moyes Stadium, that's at Glendale High School, with the Nitros. But for this season, probably in anticipation for the new 16-team league format, that they're hosting games on campus. The same with Burbank. And once again, Burbank and Crescenta Valley will be in action tomorrow. What's probably the Pacific League game of the week. We're 24 and a half minutes until the clock expires here at John Muir High School in the pregame warm-ups. There is a hawk of some sort flying around the field right now. It's a very big bird. It looks like a hawk. Glendale is going to be wearing their road whites with black pants and black helmets. They have black helmets, actually a gradient of black and red, which are their school colors. The Mustangs are taking on an interesting look tonight with blue jerseys, white pants, and white helmets to be more identifiable and to make things easier on everyone here in attendance tonight and everyone paying attention, whether it be here with me tonight on the audio broadcast or on K-Learn's live stream. And K-Learn is here, and they're going to be hogging a bit of the bandwidth for their coverage. Doesn't matter to me because I'm still going to give you this, whether we have delays or not. So far we're looking so good. So I'm happy about that for now. And for this time, I have my primary and my backup running. So if anything happens, both of those will be in use. So I've learned my lesson, and we're just going along with this because I don't usually stream stuff myself. Nevertheless, it's a learning journey. So it's actually youth and middle school night here from John Muir High School. So there's going to be a lot of elementary and middle schoolers from the local schools.
No. Just him doing his, trying to build his portfolio for college.
And there will be youth cheer. There's going to be like middle school band. And there will also be Pop Warner football. And they're going to be coming out and supporting the Mustangs tonight. It's a gloomy day here from Pasadena, California, and
so I just listened to it too, so that way he has
it's been a weird one. There's a little bit of rain overnight, but it's been gloomy and hot today.
Thank you, man.
So it's an interesting change for what we've had with 90+ degree days, but again, it's almost like tropical weather what we've had today. There's from what I was seeing on the weather report, there was about a 15% chance of rain at kickoff and throughout the night. But other than that, it's football weather. Although we might get a couple cramps throughout the night. Kind of hope the players hydrated beforehand.
Yep. Just got to remind your listening audience out there that when you used to play sports, your coach used to keep a jar of pickle juice on the bench, just in case anybody has the cramps. It was a jar of pickle juice and packets of mustard. Yep,
jar of pickle juice and packets of mustard. Those are premium hydration commodities for athletics. If you pay attention to the Professional Women's Hockey League, during the recent playoffs that ended a couple months ago, actually, the Ottawa Charge players were resorting to mustard packets because their playoff game had entered the 4th or 5th overtime period, and they had run out of like hydration fluids on the bench. But they had plenty of mustard packets, and that's how they got through. I think they actually won that game. A little bit of a shout out to the PWHL. Vancouver and Seattle are the new teams coming into their league this year, and I believe they start in a couple months. Next month, I believe, alongside the NHL.
And I don't know why they haven't brought a team to California yet.
Yeah, I think we're due up next, or in 2 cycles. I don't know. All right, let me tell you about the Mustangs. The Mustangs are 2-1 overall. They played I called it a trap game, not on the broadcast last week, but I called it a trap game.
On the ground. He's not even getting it 10 yards. Usually a punt is 15 yards back.
Against St. Francis last week, 22-21, the Mustangs prevailed. It was actually a missed PAT that sealed the deal for the Mustangs, and an incredible interception by one Dre Arnold, who has been the defensive star coming up with big plays. Got to credit the defensive line of the Mustangs as well. They get penetration and pressure on the quarterback, and so the Mustang defensive line is going to be something to watch tonight. The Mustang secondary with Dre Arnold back there, they're going to be fun to watch. So, like last week, this week seems to be, or at least in the Pacific League, it's kind of like that inconsistency of the caliber of teams. Luckily for the Mustangs, though, looking at their schedule, next week and 2 weeks from now, they've got pretty legitimate opponents in Burbank and Crescenta Valley. Those two will be in action playing against each other again tomorrow. We're gonna try to get you that one too, so that we get 2 games this week, and you can understand how good both of those programs are this year, especially Burbank, with Deshaun Laporte, the quarterback for Burbank, being what looks to be like he's reaching his peak form and delivering for the Bulldogs of Burbank. So next week for the Mustangs, they're playing against Burbank. 2 weeks from now, they're on the road at Crescenta Valley. So both of those games are actually road games for the Mustangs. So they'll be traveling to Burbank High School next week, and then they'll be traveling to Crescenta Valley High School in 2 weeks. 3 weeks from now, that would be October 10th, the Mustangs will be hosting the Arcadia Apaches, and Arcadia is in action tonight against Hoover. So that's our other game in the Pacific League going on tonight. Last year's game between the Mustangs and Nitros was pretty straightforward. The Mustangs manhandled the Nitros by a score of 71-6. But let's keep in mind that Glendale is facing a lengthy rebuild. Those are the words on the Valley Sports Telegram, who actually has an article on all 8 Pacific League teams. I highly suggest you check that out and give props to Mr. Lorenzo Antonio, who is the writer of that article. So we're 16 minutes from our estimated kickoff time of 7 p.m. Both teams going through their final preparations for this game. The Mustangs are actually going back to the field house, where they will go through their final checks and words from head coach Lance Mitchell. Glendale's still running their scout offense, scout defense, and whatnot. The Nitros are under the head coaching of Manuel Lemus. That was a bird feather.
Yep.
That was a bird feather that just came down. I think that hawk is doing some work. We'll step aside in a couple minutes when the band comes back over here. I believe they're going to be performing the national anthem. They're still going through warm-ups. They're going to come back in about, I think it's 8 minutes or so. They're just warming up with all the middle schoolers in attendance tonight and making sure that they have their notes together and all right, so I'll run you through tonight's stars of the game to be watching or listening for. Starting with the Nitros, you have senior wide receiver Rudy Cuellar.
Did I think that one out loud? I'm sorry, guys. Three-man front all game, and we're razzle-dazzle, run wide, run left. Man in motion. He's running up the gut.
The running back is Armand Papazian, number 2, he's a sophomore. The quarterback for the Nitros is number 9, Elijah Venegas, who is a senior. Another notable for the Nitros is number 13, Brady Aldrete. He's also a senior. He's listed as quarterback, tight end, defensive end, so he's going to be going both ways if that's the case. And Glendale seems to have a shorter bench than what you're used to for high school football. I would estimate that Glendale maybe has about 35 players or so. Maybe
looks about right. Yep.
Yeah, about
between
35
30
players.
And 40, yep.
The Mustangs have, I would say, about 55 or 60 players. Again, I think it's just because all the talent is kind of split between Glendale and Hoover, and then they also have the option of Burbank and Burroughs.
Yep.
And even further, you can go to Crescenta Valley. And of course, all those schools in the Pacific League.
Absolutely.
Keep in mind, there's a number of other high schools and private schools in that area too that would be having their football programs and stuff like that. All right, here's some of the stars for the Mustangs tonight. We're going to be paying attention for. There's actually quite a few of them. So number 1, Elijah Smith. He's a senior, wide receiver for the Mustangs. Going both ways. Actually, yeah, Elijah goes both ways. Next up is number 2. He's a transfer from St. Francis, a junior transfer from St. Francis, Devion Blaylock. He tore it up against his former programs last week. We haven't seen Xavier Netherly yet. He's a transfer from Arborview, Nevada, a junior, and
I believe they have to sit out 5 games.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So he's either going to be back tonight or next week,
There you go.
depending on how.
But I was gonna say you skipped number
Ethan?
0 though. He was a huge contributor last week. Made a couple of big catches for first downs that
Right.
extend the drive.
So number 0 is Ethan Leyland. He's a sophomore and made a couple catches for big yards last week against St. Francis.
And then
Got a
you
couple of seniors in number 4, Zion McDonald, and number 5, Elijah Parker. Both of them will be going both ways. There's also sophomore number 6, Noah Bozeman. He made a big catch last week. You have running back David Cannon, number 7. He came up with a touchdown in last week's game against St. Francis. And there's the quarterback, senior number 9, Trey Gamble. He transferred from Murrieta Mesa. He's a 3-star with a trio of offers at the moment. Further along, there's the senior defensive back number 17, Dre Arnold. Number 21, senior Michael Allen. The kicker is number 19, senior Jacob Hernandez. He's always there for the field goals and PATs. So, position that the Mustangs have kind of been iffy on the last couple of years. So it's good news for the Mustangs to have somebody locked in a kicker with pretty decent accuracy. I think if I remember correctly, he nailed a 30-some-odd yarder, maybe like a 35-yarder.
Last week, let's take a look.
Yeah, what do you have from last week?
I know there was one that he was just short on.
Yeah, I think that was 30 or 41.
I
That
think
was 41.
Yeah.
But he hit it from I think it was 39 or something like that.
Let's see what do we got.
All right, while we're pulling that up, a couple of other Mustangs to keep an eye on tonight. Number 54, junior Gary Littlejohn. He's going to be on the defensive front for the Mustangs.
Actually, no. Last week he did not have a field goal.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, he missed that long one.
Yeah, and that was like 41. And last but not least, he's a junior, number 99, Jason Brown. He's also on the defensive front for the Mustangs.
Oh, he missed 2 last week. 41 and 39.
Okay, 41 and 39, he missed them both.
Yeah. 41 had the distance, but it was wide left.
And then the 39 was
He
short?
just kind of duffed it.
Yeah.
He duffed it and
Okay.
short. Yep.
Got it.
But with the 41-yarder, he definitely had the distance. It was just wide left. And I think that would have been good for 45, actually.
45,
yeah,
yep.
as far as 45. So he's got a big leg. It just, needs a little help on the snapping, needs a
Right.
little help on the holding.
Yep, the snap and the hold have been
And, if he can get the timing right, he can
of
definitely hit it.
interest of the Mustangs. We are 7 3/4 minutes outside of kickoff of our game tonight. There's a bit of a delay, so while we're at it, I'm gonna send it to break. We'll figure out what's going on here, and then on the other side, we'll have you for some football tonight. This is the Glendale Nitros and John Muir Mustangs audio broadcast of this game tonight, the Pacific League opener. Give it a couple of minutes and check back in for football.
This is so weird.
Okay.
There's no music.
Yeah, this is the weirdest thing actually. It's silent. It's just so silent. The DJ's still setting up, but if you are near a door or something, or just out and about, if you look in the direction of Mount Wilson, it's there's a beautiful reflection of the sunlight that's pinkish off the clouds, and showing you on my webcam would be, it just doesn't know justice. So if you can,
There we go, man.
go take a look outside and look towards Mount Wilson. That would be towards the north, depending on where you are. So there we go, the band is playing. If you're looking for an estimation for tonight's crowd, including the people outside, they are not engaged with the AYSO game that's on the other field across the street, I would say our attendance is somewhere between 550 and 800. Could be less. but there are still people filing in and figuring out where they want to take in the action of tonight's game. .2:25 until kickoff. The Nitros are lined up on the eastern side of the field, where they are awaiting to make their grand entrance. But apparently the speakers are facing the field, and we're introducing some of the youth cheerleaders who have come out to support the Mustangs tonight. I cannot hear what exactly he's saying because the speakers are both facing the field. But we'll get things sorted out here.
Why are the speakers pointed towards the field?
I have no idea.
Whose
idea was it? No, I'm kidding.
I can't hear because the speakers are pointed towards the field.
Glendale is going through their warm-ups, and a couple of the Mustang players are escorting our recognized youth and middle schoolers tonight. Again, it's youth and middle school night. With that said, kickoff is going to be delayed a little bit. There is a college football game going on, and it's not a high caliber FBS football game, but it's in the American Conference. It's between the Rice Owls, they're from Texas, and the Charlotte 49ers from North Carolina. It was 14-9 in favor of the Rice Owls at the halftime. And in my free time, I've been playing a lot of CFB-26. I actually started a dynasty as the defensive coordinator at Charlotte. So that's the only reason why I'd care about that game in particular. But they have the only game on the college football slate tonight. There are a couple games on Friday, which is tomorrow. A couple of big games this weekend for the Big 12 is Utah and Texas Tech. That's on Saturday at 9 a.m. That's the Fox Big Noon kickoff game, with Devin Dampier and Lander Barton with the Utah Utes defending their home turf against, what's his name? Morton of the Texas Tech Red Raiders. We've got Civil War between Oregon and Oregon State. That's at noon. Just giving you a look at the college football score sheet. You could change it to, I think it's set at, top 25 over here. So you just go to FBS, and that should show the score. Oh my gosh, yep. 21-9 in favor of Rice over Charlotte. And yeah, that's one of the challenges of playing as Charlotte. They're a 69 overall team. The offense was 66 overall to start the season, but oh boy, it's a lot of work. Mostly recruiting. If you're interested in that sort of thing and doing that sort of thing on CFB 26, 25, or even Madden. So we're still in an introductions delay before our game tonight. The youth tonight are being introduced and escorted by football players. But talking more about our game tonight between the Nitros and the Mustangs, again, it's kind of like a trap game. And if you're not familiar with the concept of a trap game, it's where one team is just like exceptional, and the other team is they're okay. But again, it's sports. We love it because anything can happen at any given moment. And for the Nitros, they're going to be looking to pull off a road upset against the Mustangs and kind of hope that the Mustangs kind of forgot a couple of things. Maybe Glendale is going to play the way St. Francis did last week with their third-string quarterback to give the Muir Mustangs something to think about. Yeah. But that is the concept of a trap game, if you're not familiar. So one team's better. The other team comes in with a chip on their shoulder, wanting to pull off the upset and looking for the better team to underestimate their opponent. So once again, our other game tonight in the Pacific League is Hoover and Arcadia. There are 2 games tomorrow as well. Pasadena is on the road, and they'll be at Burroughs. And then Burbank will be on the road at Crescenta Valley. Those games tomorrow. And we're going to try to get you the Burbank CV game, as that seems to be the game of the week between 2 programs that look to be on the upward trend. I have a feeling we're going to get to the point where the refs are just like, can we just start this game already?
I was going to say, why didn't they start all of this at like 6:30? Because the game was supposed to start at 7, right? Like, it's kind of a disservice to the other team. Like,
it is.
He's trying to read as fast as he can. I mean, he's like, but...
There's just a lot of people.
Yeah. That's how most places do things when it's something night. Jersey retirement night? Hey, we started the celebrations at 6:27, so that way the puck drops at 7:05.
So we have a couple of the Muir coaches over here, and we're just kind of like having a forward discussion about the fact that this probably should have started at 6:30, at least to give the players time to focus on the game at hand and make sure that nobody's here later than they need to be. It all depends on the momentum of our game and how many stoppages we're going to get, if we're going to have a running clock, if there are going to be a lot of penalties, if there's an injury delay. I'm just trying to fill you in the blanks right now for our game tonight. Okay. Let's see if I can find some stats from last week. We did a couple of stats from last week's game. I'll tell you about the Mustangs here. So, again, these are unofficial, but Trey Gamble Jr., the senior quarterback for the Mustangs, was 15 for 27, 208 yards, and 1 touchdown. In terms of rushing, leading the way was Elijah Parker with 88 yards off of 9 carries. He also had a touchdown. Devion Blaylock had 6 carries for 35 yards and a touchdown. Oh, hold on. Sorry. It's the, I didn't hear what's going on, but it looks like it's the national anthem. So we'll step aside briefly.
No, right? What the?
It's, I would call this your definition of oof. If you're not familiar with the term oof, it's kind of become it's
too early for the marijuana.
it's been a household thing for us that it was a sound effect in this game called Roblox. It's facing a lot of lawsuits and stuff for their handling of certain things that shouldn't have gone. Nevertheless, but the actual word oof is a slang term for money. And we're going to be getting ready for kickoff. We have the coin toss. The captains are meeting at the center of the field. Looks like Jaime Cortez and Diego Delgado are the captains for the Mustangs tonight. 18 and 25. That could be a 16. But the Mustangs are wearing their
Glendale won and elected to receive
home uniforms, and the twist is white helmets, white pants. Glendale's got black helmets with a gradient of red with black pants. So from what we could infer from up here is that Glendale won the toss and elected to receive. So the Nitros will be starting on offense. Not often do you see a team elect to receive.
I think that's what it looked like.
At least, yeah, that's what it looked like. It looks like that's the way Glendale's lining up. Glendale's going to be going from east to west. So that's from the Mustangs end zone to the opposite John Muir one. Again, this is an east-west layout stadium, unlike our north-south layout from last week. So the Mustangs kickoff team will be taking to the field. They'll be going from west to east. And
what does he do, like a podcast or something?
it's I'm live on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I have a feeling there are going to be like false start and delay game penalties galore in this game.
Oh, we'll see.
The refs might not be necessarily buying a couple of things. But again, that's just my opinion, and whatever happens in the game is gonna dictate itself for you. So it'll be like that. Let me position that already. So here's the kick. It's deep and fielded by Rudy Cuellar. That's I believe that was number 1 for the Nitros. He took it from the 6 and got tackled at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 Nitros.
Was I in your way?
No, you're good. Yep, they're going to spot him at the 25. It's like college football. Again, I think that was number 1 for the Nitros. That's Rudy Cuellar. He's one of the players to watch tonight. The quarterback is number 9, Elijah Venegas. They're lining up in the pistol with one to his left. Got tight end motion on an inside split.
Up the middle,
Loss of
maybe two. Loss of
one, maybe 2 yards. So that's 7 on the carry.
It's hard to tell. You want me to get the binoculars out?
If you want. I'm going to say that was number 2. It looks like, yeah, number 2. So that was Armand Papazian, number 2, the sophomore running back for Glendale. And he lost a couple of yards. It's 2nd and 12 on the scoreboard. Quick pass is incomplete, and a flag comes ultra late
That was really late.
from the back judge.
What's their quarterback's number? What's their quarterback's number?
9. We'll check the flag. It's a pass interference. They're going to roll it against the Mustangs. Again, this flag came way late, so here we go.
Late.
Here we go with the lack thereof disciplined football. So that's going to give the Nitros an automatic first down, 15-yard penalty. That's the first of the night against the Mustangs. They had about 11 last week against St. Francis. And then another like 12 or some odd penalties against Charter Oak a couple weeks prior to that.
Yep.
That's not necessarily the way the Mustangs want to start. Nitros handed off to Papazian, number 2. Looks like they're going to spot him for a loss of 1. Let me change the quarter too.
Oh, hey uncle. My grandpa told me to ask you to let me pay my ticket down out of the car. Yeah, you hear her? I got tickets. Talk about my grandpa told me to ask you.
2nd and 11 spotted from the 37-yard line of the Nitros.
I need to pay. What you got a ticket for? Parking ticket. Parking overnight.
So it looks like what I did was the right thing to do, because we're not having the dropped frames right now, and everything so far
about 3 yards on that.
in the green. So Venegas with a quick pass for about 3 yards is going to set up a third down and about 8 from the 40-yard line.
It looked like it was number 2 in motion, number 9 and number 2.
So out of the backfield was Armand Papazian, number 2, for the reception. Nitros break the huddle. Papazian standing about a stance or 2 behind his quarterback. That's Elijah Venegas. He's going to look to throw. It's intercepted. Dre Arnold, 17. There he is again. So Venegas picked off by Dre Arnold. And the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 in Glendale territory.
Go Mustangs!
Mustangs take over 1st and 10 on the Nitro 41-yard line. Courtesy of another Dre Arnold interception. That's his
Second in the last 2 games.
Second in the last 2 games. There's Trey Gamble in the Mustang offense. He's looking to throw. Gets it off quickly. It's complete for a first down and more down to the 20. That was number 14, Thomas Johnson, the tight end, on the reception and the first down. They're going to spot him on the Glendale 19-yard line. 1st and 10 Mustangs. Gamble looking to throw. It is through the hands of a defender and incomplete. The nearest receiver was Ethan Leyland, number 0. 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. 9 minutes and 4 seconds on the game clock in the first quarter. And unlike last week, it's not chaos with a couple other games in the area. UCLA is not playing tonight, and there are a couple big headlines in the LA area. UCLA is one of them.
Nice.
Zion McDonald on the carry. He's going to work his way to the outside, and touchdown Mustangs. He got it blocked. Again, it looked like Ethan Leyland, number 0, was the last block, and that helped Zion take it to the house. 19-yard rushing touchdown. So it's the John Muir Mustangs 6, Glendale 0, pending the point after. Here's the kicker, number 19, Jacob Hernandez, on to attempt the point after.
Good.
It is up and it is through. Makes it a 7-0 Muir Mustang lead. So yes, a couple big headlines in the LA area today. Dodgers pitcher Clayton Kershaw announcing his retirement at the end of the season. Also, Los Angeles Kings captain Anze Kopitar has announced his retirement at the end of the upcoming NHL season. They've had a big announcement for that. I think they had it on YouTube as well. And a couple of college football coach firings. Brett Pry for Virginia Tech got fired earlier in the week, and UCLA head coach Deshaun Foster also got let go this week. With both Virginia Tech and UCLA starting off the season 0-3, losing to teams that they should have beaten. And both of those programs, players will have a 30-day transfer portal window. And this kick is going to go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 Glendale from the 20. Here's our second look at the Glendale Nitro offense. And the question is, how does the quarterback Elijah Venegas, number 9, in white, how does he respond to throwing an interception? I mean, it was a great defensive play by Dre Arnold. He's just always in the right place at the right time. And he's going to line up under center, power I formation for the Nitros. They're going to toss it back to Papazian, number 2, the running back. And he's going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
They're giving him one. They're giving him about half a yard.
Yeah, it looks like they spotted him for half a yard. Second down. And 9.5 to go. Or 2nd and 9. They gave him the yard. 8:20 to play in the opening quarter. It's 7-0 Mustangs. Capitalizing on the interception. There's power I again for Glendale. They're going to toss it back to Papazian, and he's going to be stopped for a loss of about 2. They'll make it a 3rd down and 11. At this point, if you're Glendale, it's trying to put up a good showing and maybe catch the Mustangs sleeping a couple of times. We'll see. It seems like the Mustangs came to play tonight, and that's a good sign. Looking forward, especially playing against Burbank next week.
So trips right.
Yep, it's a trips right formation for the Nitros in a 3rd and 11. That's 3 receivers to the right. Papazian in motion, he's going to go out there and to curl out of the backfield. He's going to gain a couple of yards, and that's going to make it 4th down and about 7. And it looks like drone guy is back too. We might have a delay for that, depending on whether or not the officials are going to be strict about that. But CIF has a no drone policy, and there is a drone flying overhead. It is 4th down. It looks like the Nitros are lining up to go for it. One receiver on each side.
Sure.
Might be a QB punt. It is.
Yeah.
So Venegas will send this away. It takes a Mustang bounce.
Dude, he better stop that. It's going back. All right. Well,
And
good for
it'll
us.
be spotted at the
Mustang bounce.
37-yard line. Not the longest of punts, but the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 in Glendale territory once more.
Essentially turned out to be a 15-yard kick.
Yeah, so 15 yards on the booch punt from the quarterback. It was funny, I saw Tom Brady just on my algorithm just pull one of those off. It cycled through Tom Brady doing one of those booch punts. Mustangs take over 1st and 10, gamble to throw, gets it off to Blaylock. That's going to be a horse collar tackle. But Blaylock's still on his feet, showing his speed. He's got a ton of yards, and he's going to be tackled out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It looks like they're spot him on the 5. There is a penalty, and it'll be likely to go against Glendale. The flag is at the 33-yard line.
They're spotting it at the 6. So 31 yards.
So the penalty yardage will be tacked on at the end of the play.
Yeah.
It'll be half the distance. Blaylock got a lot of positive yards that time to get it inside the 5-yard line. They're going to spot him at the 3. 1st and goal, Mustangs. Looking to add more points. Gamble looking to Bozeman. It's caught for the touchdown. Noah Bozeman, the sophomore, making the reception. Mustangs 13. Pending the extra point. Here's Jacob Hernandez for the point after. It's up and through. Makes it 14-0, your Mustangs.
The horse sounds slow tonight.
It is slow tonight.
I think they're just
Percussion's
making sure
dragging.
that yeah. You're right. Oh, now they're way off.
Yeah, that's not sounding good. And Clay just doesn't usually take time to practice the horse with the middle schoolers. It's just whatever field show they're doing, or at least that's what I remember.
I see.
Mustangs looking to kick this one off here. And Hernandez will send this one deep. Oh, it's bobbled. And we'll see whose ball it is. I think Glendale was able to fall back on it. That looked to be off of number 14? Maybe 15? Jeez, there's no 14.
14 to me, but
Yeah, it looked like a 14. It could have been 15. So Glendale did fall on it, and it will be 1st and 10 Nitros from the 22-yard line this time. And we got penalty markers down. Both sides pointing at each other, but it's going to be an offsides against the Mustangs. That's a 5-yard penalty. Makes it 1st and 5 for Glendale. Venegas, quick pass on the RPO is incomplete. Looks like he was going for number 7. Was that 7 or was he going to Cuellar, number 1? It's kind of hard to tell because of the font.
Yeah.
I think he was going for 1, which is Rudy Cuellar. Because 7's the kicker for the Nitros. It brings up a 2nd down and 5. It's a 2 receivers set on each side. Quickly complete outside to number 4, where he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the 1st down. That was Margot Stoichev on the reception for the Nitros.
Number 4.
Yep, number 4. God, the font reminds me of U of A. It reminds me so much of like U of A or Cincinnati. Because their font's like that, where it's like just the straight up line number 1. It's a 3rd and 1 for the Nitros. And we've got pre-snap whistles for a timeout, as Glendale will take the time to talk it over.
Yep.
Their first time out of the half. It's a 3rd down and 1 for Glendale. Ball spotted on their own 31-yard line.
Man press, exactly. Bump and run, guys. Yep,
Mustangs pressing the line,
12.
and we have pre-snap whistles for a flag. It's going to be a false start against Glendale. It's going to back them up 5 yards, make it a 3rd and 6 after the yardage. Back at the 26-yard line. The offensive line and a couple of receivers for Glendale got a bit caught off guard by the Mustangs coming up towards the line and crowding the line. And that's something you would do on a 3rd down and 1.
Yep.
So here's a 3rd and
down
6.
It looks like we got man pressure. Yep, man
Here
pressure
comes
again.
the rush, and the throw
There
is
you go. Good
incomplete.
defense, incomplete pass.
That'll be 4th down. Be listed as 4th down and 6. All right, we'll see where this punt goes. Again, it looks like Elijah Venegas never. Oh, it's blocked! It's blocked! And Davian Alamon is the closest Mustang to that, but the Muir Mustangs will take over with, again, premium field position inside the 20-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 19. So 1st and 10 Mustangs from the Glendale 19. To explain what happened there, it looked like he didn't get enough air on it, and it hit his own lineman. He like hit it off the back of one of his linemen. It just took a Mustang bounce all the way back. So 1st and 10 from the 19. Gamble looking to throw. It is caught by Leyland. He extends out, and he will get the touchdown. 19-yard pass for the touchdown. Trey Gamble Jr. to Ethan Leyland. Puts the Mustangs up 20-0 at the moment, pending the point after. Here's Jacob Hernandez on to kick the point after. It is up, and it is through. 21-0 Mustangs. Leaves us with 5.5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. And we have the Mustangs up 21-0.
Yep. It looks like we're probably going to have the
running clock by the 2nd or 3rd quarter.
Yep. You know what? I didn't get the time remaining on the last touchdown. We forgot to look it up, but it's all right. It's 8:57, 5:30, so
I guess
they didn't run very many points.
Yeah, I guess it would be like 7.5 or 6.5, something like that.
Yeah. That too, probably around 7.5 probably.
Seems like it's going to be one of those games, and it'll be booted deep. Armand Papazian, number 2, fields it at about the 3-yard line. He's got some room to run and more. Around the outside, makes one man miss, and he's going to be spotted across the 50-yard line. A pretty fantastical return from Armand Papazian, number 2 of the Nitros. And that's going to be the best spot so far tonight. As soon as he fielded the ball, he turned on the jets and made a man miss. He'll be spotted on the Mustang 46-yard line for the Nitros, 1st and 10. And they're in power I formation again. Is a toss back to Papazian, and he'll be stuffed behind the line for a loss of about 2. The Mustang defensive line not folding. With plenty of speed and size up there at the defensive tackle and the edge rusher position for the mighty Mustangs. So 2nd and 12 after the loss of 2. Back to power I formation for the Nitros. And they're going to give it to the fullback this time. He's going to
gain of 3.
Get about 3 yards and set up a 3rd down. The 3rd and 9 from the 45-yard line.
Was that number 8?
I think so, yeah. That was Benjamin Morales, number 8, on the carry for Glendale, with 4:10 to play in the 1st quarter. Exactly on the 45-yard line. Nitros break the huddle, looking to pick this one up.
Trips left.
It's a trips left of quarterback Elijah Venegas. Papazian in motion, coming out of the backfield. It's going to be thrown, bobbled initially off the defense and then right into the hands of the receiver. He's
Just short, looks like.
going to be spotted about half a yard short. That was number 19, Arlen Avizian, I believe is how you pronounce his last name, on the reception. Junior wide receiver for Glendale. And the Nitros showing no signs of kicking this one away. They're going to break the huddle and look to pick up this yard that they need. We'll see what the Mustang defense does here. It's going to be press. With about 6 guys on the line for it, the Mustangs are going to hand it off to Papazian.
They got him. He's short.
And we'll see where they spot the ball. It looks like he's short. Yeah, he's going to be about 2 yards shy of the line to gain.
Lost one on that.
So it'll be a turnover on downs. The Mustangs will take over. 1st and 10. They're going to spot the ball just shy of the 40. It's going to be on the 38-yard line. That's where Trey Gamble and this Mustang offense will take over. With 3 minutes exactly to play in the first quarter. Mustangs up 21.
They're running a 3-3-5. Run it up the gut. Come on, coach.
It's a
Let
3-3-5
Elijah run
set
loose.
for
Feed
the Mustangs.
Elijah.
Exactly.
Number 5, please, coach. 3-3-5.
Gamble rolls out and he's going to take off on his own. And he'll be tackled across the 45-yard line. Gain of about 9 yards. It was kind of an awkward tackle. I don't think you'd want your star quarterback taking those kinds of hits.
I agree with you on that.
Nevertheless, he picked up 9 yards, and we'll be looking at a 2nd and 1 here for the Mustangs, looking to move the chains again. We have not seen Elijah Parker or Zion McDonald on the rush plays, but they feed Zion out of the backfield, and he'll be forced out of bounds at the Nitro 40-yard line. 41 is where they're going to spot it. Mustangs move the chains, 1st and 10. Two minutes and change to play in the first quarter. Gamble to throw again. And he's going to be looking deep. Michael Allen, number 21.
Looks like he caught it.
There is a flag on the
Yeah,
play.
he caught it.
And with the flag, we'll check the flag. I think it's going to be pass interference. The Mustangs will be spotted inside the 10-yard line of Glendale once again.
At the 8.
Yep. So it is a pass interference against Glendale. The penalty is declined. It'll be 1st and goal Mustangs. So what a catch by Michael Allen, number 21. Sets up this 1st down and goal for the Mustangs, looking to tack on some more points before the end of the first quarter. We haven't seen the run game as much. Here comes the rush. Gamble to throw. It's incomplete. Pressure by Benjamin Morales of the Nitros, number 8. Again, I'm surprised they haven't run the ball outside of the QB keeper.
Actually, I don't think Elijah's suited up tonight. I don't see number 5
Yeah,
out there.
I
number
do
4
not
lining up in the
see
backfield.
Elijah Parker, number 5, tonight.
Yeah,
So
I only see number 4
it's
lining up
just
in the
Zion
backfield.
lined up next to him.
Oh, no, he's right here. Actually, he's on the sideline.
Oh, yeah, there he is. And we got some flags.
Offside on the defense.
That's going to be offsides against the Nitros, half the distance to goal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really interesting that they're not running the ball up the gut. Here's Gamble to throw. It's
There,
caught
nice
for the
touchdown.
touchdown, Devion Blaylock.
I think they're trying to showcase
the receivers and Trey's arm. So that's Blaylock's first reception of the night for a touchdown. Is the point after from Jacob Hernandez. And we got some pre-snap flags. Check the flag. It looks like it's going to be against the Nitros. It's offsides against Glendale. And that will move the spot of this try a little bit closer to the goal line. Mustangs will keep Hernandez on to tack on the point after here, looking to make it 28-0 Mustangs. Here's the kick, it's up and it's through. That puts the Mustangs up 28-0 on the Nitros. With 1:33 to play in quarter number 1. So it's going to be a relatively, at least from what we're seeing right now, it's going to be relatively smooth sailing. I wouldn't say easy, but just smooth sailing tonight. It's good on my voice.
Sometimes it's good to have one of these games where it's almost like you're having a practice or a scrimmage to sharpen those plays and make sure that you're, doing everything correctly the way that you're supposed to. And when you see it come to fruition and come to success, it almost becomes like muscle memory.
Muscle memory, yep.
Yeah.
Mustangs will send this one deep. It will go into the end zone for a touchback. The Nitros will take over 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line to start this next drive.
Actually, yeah, I don't think I've seen Elijah check in all game.
I haven't seen him either.
So maybe he's nursing an injury?
Yeah, maybe.
Because even on defense.
Even on defense, he's just standing on the sideline.
It looks like we've got a lot of younger guys out there on defense right now.
It looks like they're resting the big boys for next week against Burbank.
Totally possible.
Venegas, his pass is incomplete.
Good reaction by the DB there.
Intended receiver is number 19. That was Avizian again. Looked like, I think that was that Leyland 0 in coverage, or could have been number 8 as well. If that's number 8, that was James Taylor. I think that was Taylor. Number 8 in coverage, and he broke that one up. Venegas outside, it's complete to Aldrete, that's number 13. Pickup of a couple of yards. It looks like they're marking for about 1. They'll set up a 3rd down. Okay, they gave him 3 or 2. Sets up a 3rd down and 8. With 1 minute and change to play in the opening quarter. So yeah, my changes this week are it's great. Everything's good, at least from what I'm seeing on my dashboard, and I can hear myself in my own ear. And I make sure I listen to myself and make sure that there's no choppiness. Pass is complete to Papazi at number 2. He's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of about 3. They'll set up a 4th down.
I think they might want to try a rugby-style kick this time instead of a quick kick.
Right.
End of the first.
And that will take us to the end of the first quarter, with the Mustangs up 28-0. So the teams will switch ends of the field. Let's see how our CFP game is going on. I see 28-9 was the last score in favor of the Rice Owls. They are up 28-17. That Charlotte offense is just struggling. It looks like their starting quarterback Connor Harrell got hurt, and they're leaning on a freshman QB, or the Charlotte 49ers. They reached the 2-minute timeout in the fourth quarter, so that game's pretty much over. Rice is going to improve to 3-1 overall, 1-0 in the American Athletic Conference. Charlotte will go to 1-3 and 0-1.
Weird. There we go. Start the second.
We have the first snap of the second quarter, and this one is back into the end zone, and it will be fielded by Diego Delgado, number 25, and he'll put up 6 points for the Mustangs. It was a bobbled snap. On the fourth down, they're trying to punt it away where Glendale, and it wasn't necessarily the cleanest of snaps and got through the intended punter. And it was like a Butterfingers. He couldn't keep it out of his own end zone. It rolled away from him, and the only one there to field it was the senior.
I think it's a 35-point lead.
Yeah. Here's the point after.
Whoa! I don't know about the second. What was that?
It's a mantis, right there.
Oh hey, what's up, mantis?
Kill it.
No. Just kick him off. Kick him off to the ground. There you go. He's gone.
Nope.
No, he's not. He's by my sweater. Go now.
PAT is good.
That was a pretty decently sized mantis that gave us a visit over here. So the point after from Jacob Hernandez is good, makes it a 35-point Mustang lead. And we are probably in that range where we're going to get a running clock, at least to start the third quarter, if not now. It looks like the mantis is gone. He's moved on.
Yeah, it went down.
He moved on to greener pastures from here. Reminds me of the goose that was on the baseball field a couple years ago. This one's going to be fielded at the 3-yard line by Papazian. He had a massive return a couple of kicks ago, and he's going to get another one. Not into Mustang territory, but he's going to be marked across the 40-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot him at the 41. First and 10 Nitros from their own 41 this time. It's 11:44 to play in the half. I'm gonna wonder if head coach Lance Mitchell is gonna put in the second stringers in on one of these drives.
Yeah, it'd be good to get them some experience.
There are a couple of QBs for the Mustangs, including another St. Francis transfer, Arthur Moreno, sophomore QB. I don't think I see him on the sideline. He'd be wearing number 12.
Loss of 1 on that run?
The loss of 1 on the carry from Papazian, number 2 of the Nitros. Second and 11, back at the 40-yard line for Glendale. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They're going to hand it off to Papazian, and he's stuffed
yards again.
for a loss of about 2 yards this time from the Mustang defensive line. See if we can get some numbers on there. I believe that was 58 in there. That would have been Adrian Perez Jr. for the Mustangs in there on the tackle for a loss, TFL.
Yeah, TFL is...
There's a 3rd down and long for Glendale.
There you go, man press.
It's a man press from the Mustangs. Looking outside, it's
Oh,
caught.
went through, caught it.
And
Good for a first down.
it'll be good enough for a first down.
It looked like it went through James. It went through number 8. Yep.
Vizian on the reception. And they'll spot the ball across the 50-yard line back at the 47 of the Muir Mustangs. First down for Glendale. That was one of the safeties in there on the tackle, number 29 for the Mustangs. Okay, I don't have a 29 on here. I'm not sure who that is wearing 29, but he made the stop. First down play for Glendale. Hands it off to Papazian. He'll gain about 3 yards.
Yeah.
Across the 45 to the
That's their best run so
44. Yep, that's one of his better runs so far in this game. Brings us down to 8:50 to play until halftime. Mustangs up 35. Glendale in possession and driving. 2nd and 7. From the 44-yard line of the Mustangs, back to Papazian.
Counter. Nice.
On the
Actually, that was a
halfback
pretty good
counter.
run. Another 3 yards.
Yep, about another 3 yards. Sets up a 3rd and manageable for Glendale. Ball spotted on the 41. Sets it up 3rd down and 4. And our Mantis friend is climbing the fence over here. Wow.
That's awesome. Just leave him.
Venegas to throw, it's incomplete. He was looking to a Vizian who had the first down catch last time. It's our Spider Mantis friend. He's probably looking for mosquitoes because I feel like I got bit a couple minutes ago by one. Maybe about 15 minutes ago. It sets up a 4th down and 4 coming up here for Glendale.
Get a better view of the game.
Yeah, he might be looking for a better view of the game. Who knows? We'll figure out what this Mantis is doing after Glendale snaps the ball here, 4th down. Glendale lining up to go for it. Venegas getting his call from the sideline.
I wonder if it's the same Mustang though, or Mustang, same
Venegas.
Mantis.
This pass is incomplete.
Pass, number 8.
It looked like he was going to Morales, number 8. Noah Bozeman was there for the Mustangs. Forces the turnover on downs. Mustangs take over, 1st and 10. On their own 41-yard line.
We want to win. You don't really care about the money.
We got a lot of stuff going on. Is Trey Gamble looking to throw again? It's caught by Zion McDonald. Works his way outside for a first down and more. He's going to make a man miss.
Went out of bounds.
And they're going to spot him out of bounds at the Glendale 38-yard line. First down gain for Zion off of the quick completion.
21 yards.
Mustangs on a new set of downs. Gamble taking a shot deep for Blaylock. It's incomplete. Broken up by the Nitros. Looked like number 4 was in there. That was Morgo Stoichev for the Nitros to break that one up. That was more of a size mismatch. I mean, Blaylock's one of the smaller guys out there, but he's got wheels and he will make you look silly if he's given time and space to make spectacular catches.
Pretty good recovery by the safety, though.
Yep.
That was,
Good recovery by the Glendale
Good
safety.
speed to be able to get there.
7:28 to play in the half. Gamble to throw again. Looking for Bozeman. It's caught. He's going to make a man miss and waltz into the end zone for the touchdown.
Just simple pitch and catch.
Yep. He got the job done after making the catch. Noah Bozeman adding a couple more to his highlight reel. He's only a sophomore, so he's got plenty of a journey to go.
He's going to have plenty of offers by the end of the season.
The hope is that he gets offers. Here's Jacob Hernandez for the point after. Mustangs up 41 at the moment. We're going to make it 42. It's up and it is through. $7:20 to play in the second quarter, or the first half of our contest. It's the Pacific League opener between the Glendale Nitros and the mighty John Muir Mustangs. Let's see if I can give you a score update from Arcadia, where Arcadia is hosting Hoover. Looks like we are not getting a score from that game. No, we are not. So, as usual, that game is likely to be posted after their contest wraps up. Oh, nice return.
That number 4?
That was number 4, Margo Stoichev, breaking a couple of tackles and working his way across the 50-yard line to the 49 of the Mustangs.
They get good with kick returns and then they don't do nothing.
They'll spot it on midfield. So 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line for Glendale. I'm going to take it that the Mustangs are resting a couple of their stars tonight.
No, he's not.
Unless he's on the other side.
No, I think he's gone.
There's a handoff up the middle. Gain of about 3 yards is Papazian, number 2 for...
You gave him 2.
Yep. For the Nitros.
So one thing that's been good for the Nitros today is their special teams. Their kick
Special teams, yep. They made a couple of changes on special teams, and they've been picking up a couple of big returns here. The 2nd down and 8 coming up. Venegas hands it off to Papazian, and he's going to be stuffed by a herd of Mustangs.
It looks like they're giving him 1.
They're going to mark him forward progress for 1, sets of a 3rd down and 7. A couple of big personnel were in there. Something came falling from the sky that's getting the attention from a couple of people in front of us. What was that fell out of the sky? I saw that. It came like straight down and landed over there by where those people were sitting. 5:45 to play in the first half. Nitros break the huddle. A bit of a press coverage for the Mustangs. Venegas to throw. He's got a big body there. He'll be tackled short by Dre Arnold. It looked like number 21, Isaiah Aldaba, on the reception. Gained a couple of yards after the completion. 4 yards. Sets up a 4th down and 3.
They're going to get one of these first down.
Eventually. On 4th down, Nitro's going for it. There's a snap. Venegas throws.
There it is. Oh,
it is dropped in and out of his receiver's hands, intended for number 7, Donovan Rodriguez. He can hold on to it, and the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10. They'll spot it just shy of the 45-yard line at the Mustang 43 for this drive for the Mustangs. And we'll see what they do here. You're up 42. You can give your star players the rest of the night off if you so choose.
I'd be running traps all night.
But the Mustangs are keeping everybody out there.
Inside zone. Oh, there you go. Now they're bringing the 2 up. Okay. But still, we'll get 1 linebacker in the middle.
Yep. Gamble throws complete. Leyland. He will get more yards after contact. He looked like Cam Scatabo there for a second. He was hit shy of the 50-yard line at about the 47 and worked his way across to the Glendale 49. Pickup of 8. Got about 4 of those yards after contact.
Buying food at the airport and there.
Just under 4 minutes to play until halftime. Mustangs up 42. Again, moving from right to left across your screen. They hand it off to Zion McDonald with a perfect hole to run through everybody. And he will work that into the end zone for the touchdown.
3-man front, 3 linebackers running up the gut.
That's the first one for the Mustang run game tonight.
Okay, I'm 1 for 1. I'm running it up the gut. Let's do it again.
Here's Hernandez to attempt the point after. And it is up and it is through, makes it 49 with 3:37 to play. We'll see how deep this one will go and what kind of return the Nitros will get. Also have an NFL game in progress, the Thursday night game. Got the Bills up 31-21 on the Dolphins.
Got it at the 5.
The 5-yard line this time.
Is that number 4 again? Yeah.
Yep. And the Mustangs will tackle
Got
him
it to about the 25. Let's see where they
at
start.
about the 25-yard line.
Give it a...
That was Margo Stoichev on the return.
Yep, 25.
We're about 20 yards from his own 5-yard line to the 25. 3:29 to play in the first half.
Green Bay versus whoever they put it out.
Good.
We're good. First and 10 for Glendale. Hand it off to Papazian, and he's going to be stuffed
A lot there, lost.
for a loss of about 4 yards. Again, the Mustang defensive line
3. They're saying 3. They're being generous.
not giving that much running room. They mark him for a loss of 3. He makes it second down and 13.
I see your face. Oh, man in motion, man in motion.
There's a man in motion. There is a flag.
Lost yards again.
It was one of the zone fake jet. Loss of about another 2 yards back to the 20. We do have a flag. It is against Glendale. It's, I think it was something on the snap. Illegal procedure. But the penalty was declined. He makes it third down. Third and
Lost another 2 there.
15. Loss of 2 from that recent play. Gonna head down to 2 minutes to play. There's not going to be a stoppage. We don't play a 2-minute timeout like there is in college or the NFL. There is something of interest flying across the field right now. Either an insect or a bird. I think it's more of an insect. Glendale will run it to the outside.
That was their best run of the night.
And
Got about 9
that
on
has
that.
contention for probably their best run of the night. Gain of about 10 yards to make it fourth down and about 5. What if that's one of those nighthawk birds or some sort of like insect catcher?
Didn't we already have a shout out to Lila McGee?
Gotta say it again. So 4th and 5 is what they have listed at the 30-yard line as
Another shout out to Lila?
we get closer to a minute to play until halftime.
Dude, it's 4th down, but we're doing shout outs. All right.
Oh, and we're gonna have some pre-snap whistles. It'll be an offside against the Mustangs. That's a 5-yard penalty, and it'll give the Nitros a first down.
So you got your nails done and stuff, girl? Tell mama say hi.
Under a minute, the clock is running. We'll see if Glendale runs with intensity here, or if they're just going to take this to the half and talk it over the rest of the
You see what
way.
happens when we do shout outs on 4th down? The defense jumps off sides, man.
Ball spotted on the 35-yard line of Glendale.
Play action.
A handoff to Papazian. He's going to be tackled for a loss of about 2 yards. That might be the last play of the first half. It might be one more. We're under 20 seconds to play, down to 15. And we'll see if Glendale gets the snap off for what might be the final play of the first half. It looks like they're going to take this, and that will be the end of the first half. So the score, the Mighty Mustangs, 49. Glendale Nitros not on the board. And it will be the Mustangs receiving to open up quarter number 3. We'll step aside a couple minutes here on the audio feed. Give my voice a little bit of a rest. When we come back, though, give you a run through of our first half of play and set you up for the second half. This is the Pacific League opener audio broadcast on YouTube.
Oh yeah, no, of course not.
All right, so we're back here from Pasadena, and there are 3 minutes added onto the clock as the teams are going to be warming back up for the second half of action. And we will see the freshman and JV units for the Mustangs here in the second half. Got word of that.
I was telling Bryce, I was like, you know what? I would love to get like somebody on scholarship to college for a long snap, and then that'll prove that like you can go to college on any kind of scholarship.
So,
you know,
just quick run through our first half factors tonight. The Mustangs up 49-0.
Let me know. What do you guys usually practice?
Word on the block is
5:30.
no matter how many points the Mustangs put up, the fact that Glendale is still scoreless in this game is it's going to look bad, not just for Glendale, it's also going to look bad for the Mustangs. And we're going to see a different look for the Mustangs in the second half.
Good job on the shotgun. Yeah. It was just last week. I don't know what happened on that one.
Again, where I'm located here tonight, we're standing by we're near one of the coaches. We were talking to one of the coaches while we were away, just talking about football. And so the Mustangs will be using a different unit offensively and defensively. They're going to put the freshmen in for the second half. Because it may look good from a spectator's perspective if you're a fan of the Mustangs, but it's not necessarily a good factor if you look further ahead and more so at playoffs. So, yeah, it looks like most of the varsity players are not in uniform anymore. I got Blaylock in front of me right here, and he's not wearing his helmet. So this new unit for the Mustangs that will be taking over is mostly the younger players, the freshmen and sophomores, that will be taking it the rest of the way. And one of those will be St. Francis transfer quarterback number 12, Arthur Moreno. He's going to be calling the shots. And we will have Glendale kicking this one away to start the third quarter. They will be going from left to right here in the third quarter. Mustangs going from right to left, east to west for the Mustangs. So from right to left on your screen. Glendale from left to right on your screen, or west to east. For tonight's audio broadcast, I'm Bryce Narvaez. If you like what you see or are listening to here on your Thursday night, I highly suggest you subscribe on YouTube. It helps me out. It helps the algorithm out. It's your choice. It's optional. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. But if you want to stay in touch, go ahead and do that. Again, it helps me out and helps out the algorithm so that you get more related stuff, because that's how the algorithm works. So it's a squibber fielded by Dre Arnold, number 17, at the 39-yard line. That's where the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10, and we'll see this new unit for them.
Why did my Excel close?
And for those who are wondering, it is a running clock the rest of the way. It's a 30-plus point deficit or lead that would trigger such a thing to happen, and that's where we are. So,
unable to do this right now.
they are not putting those guys in. I still see Trey Gamble Jr. as the quarterback. So to start the third quarter, we do not see the JV and freshman units just yet. Gamble will roll out, and he will get the first down and more. I guess he's just looking for...
And why are they still...
Right?
Why are they still passing the ball?
Right? He gets out of bounds at the Glendale 36, 37 yard line. Big gain.
Looks like they're spotting it at the 36.
Again, everything that's going on right now is actually bad for the Mustangs from what we were discussing at the break. Gamble to throw, taking a shot deep, looking for Blaylock. He's got it, touchdown. So 9-2 for the opening strike from 36. Again, I don't know why those guys are still in the game.
And why are they still passing the ball?
Yeah, and let alone why.
It was a pass?
There's, yeah, it was a pass. 9-2 for 36 yards on the touchdown. Makes it 55. Pending 56 with the PAT from Jacob Hernandez, the kicker.
And the clock is stopped. Why? The clock should be running.
Yeah, clock should be running. I don't know why it stopped. The point is up and through. And apparently we're in Camp Randall in Wisconsin with House of Pain. Again, that was kind of uncalled for by the Mustangs on this opening drive of the third quarter. Anything with leaving the varsity players on just looks bad for both teams. If you,
especially with this big of a lead.
Yeah, especially with this big of a lead, you'd expect to have at least your second or third stringers in, but apparently that's not happening.
It's possible we don't have first or second string.
That is a deep kick, and it will be fielded by Stoichev, number 4 for the Nitros. He's gotten a couple of big returns. It looks like he's going to pick up another one here, still on his feet, and powers his way across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So our kickoff team is not very good.
That was Margot Stoichev on the return from about the 5-yard line again. Takes it to the Mustang 49, where Glendale will start this drive. And again, Trey still has his helmet on the sideline. I'm not necessarily sure what the call is here.
Stacked receivers here on the right side.
Got a receiver stack on the right side, near side to the home side.
That'll be interesting. Trying to confuse our man-to-man coverage.
So Elijah Venegas at quarterback for the Nitros. He'll hand it off to Papazian, not going anywhere. Gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Again, we should be running the clock all the way to the end here. Of course, because he was tackled in bounds, it's running, but just for future reference, it will be running clock the rest of the way.
It should be. It should have already been at the start of the second right there, or start of the third. With a 49-0 lead. I thought it was 35. If you're up by 35,
I thought so too.
In the second half.
We got trips to the right. Hands it off to Papazian, and he's going to get positive yardage, about 4. That's actually generous, giving him 5.
Yeah.
They generously give him 5
We
yards.
still have our starters in there.
Yeah. That's probably why. Sets up a 3rd down and 5. It seems like the only difference is Elijah's in the game at safety. So it looks like it's pretty much the starters for the Mustangs. Again, this looks bad for the Mustangs moving forward.
If maybe for disciplinary reasons they sat him for the first half.
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, maybe he missed a class or something. Maybe he missed a practice. Who knows?
Venegas to throw, it's complete.
Oh, they got the first.
And for the first down at the 35-yard line. Completes it to number 10. I do not have a number 10 on here.
It looked like a 10 to me.
Yeah, that's number 10. So Glendale moves the chains. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Venegas outside to Stoichev, and he'll be tackled for a loss of 3.
Lost 3, yep.
There's a quick pass behind the line. Ball spotted on the 38-yard line of the Mustangs. 2nd down.
See, look, all the middle school parents are gone. All the middle school kids are gone. So all these shout-outs for the middle school kids.
2 to the left, 2 to the right. In terms of receivers, Venegas outside, and it's almost picked off. To give you a number on that, I think that was Blaylock, number 2. Actually, no, it looks like double digits. It's 20-something.
It's hard to tell.
Might be a 26 or 28. So that's either Amari Daniels or Sergio Rodriguez for the Mustangs.
You sure that's not Allen? Robert Allen?
No.
Michael Allen?
That looked like a 26 or a 28.
Gotcha.
Hand off to Papazian. Positive yardage, a couple more. And it'll set up a 4th down at about 6.
20. It's a 20.
It's a 20?
Yeah, that was a 20.
Okay, so that's another one I don't have on
For
here.
the Mustangs, I mean. Sorry. The corner over there on that side.
Yeah, there's no 20.
Oh, gotcha. So maybe one of the freshmen. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, it could be.
Or one of the JV kids.
Could be one of the JV players or freshman players. It looks like they're in the...
Pretty much. Try to.
looks like the freshman and JV team is making their presence felt tonight for the 2nd half, at least on defense.
Wait, is it 4th? I thought it was 3rd. No? Did I miss it down? I missed it down.
Yeah, now it's 4th.
No, it's 4th.
So this is 4th down. Now that last play was 3rd. So 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Venegas to throw, and it's incomplete.
Pass.
Intended receiver is number 21, Isaiah Aldaba. And the Nitros will turn it over on downs. The Mustangs will take over on the 31. See what happens here. And it looks like we're keeping the starters out there. It's a pro-style set with 2 running backs. Looks to be Elijah Parker who will take this one, and he'll be tackled for a loss of 2. Back at the 29-yard line.
Because our offensive line sucks.
So 2nd and 12 coming up. Again, pro style set. It's going to be Michael Allen on the carry this time. He's going to turn the quarter for positive yards and more.
He's gone.
And he's going to be gone.
He's gone.
Michael Allen to the house. At least on defense.
Yeah, on defense, right? No, not quite, I don't think. Offense, I don't think so. I mean, that was a 71-yard run.
71 yards on the rushing touchdown, Michael Allen. Here's Jacob Hernandez to attempt the point after.
That's going to give him some confidence, though.
Yeah, it builds his confidence.
He hasn't been rushing the ball well this season so far.
He's kind of been in for like short yardage situations. Point after is up and it's through. I believe we're going to be able to get this kickoff and then it'll be off to the 4th quarter. Unless... that's not going to be the case, and it looks like it's not going to be the case. So the teams will switch sides as we head to the 4th quarter. Time expires. Delay the opening kick of the 4th quarter, or at least the kickoff. It'll start the 4th quarter. Teams will switch sides. It'll be Glendale from right to left. It'll be John Muir Mustangs from left to right. All right, there we go. Now it looks like it's the freshman and JV. A lot of higher numbers than what we're used to seeing. It seems like the freshmen and JV check in on defense and special teams. Mustangs will be kicking it off from their own 25. It looks like they're going to attack a delay game penalty.
No, 15-yarder, so maybe unsportsmanlike conduct.
Or unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, 15
for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Hernandez will send this one away, and it'll be fielded by Stoichev, number 4, from the 20-yard line, and he will cut across the 45. They'll mark him at the 46. It's probably for the backflip that happened after the touchdown. One of the guys did a backflip.
That's it.
We're back to running clock, and
looks like the spot is on 45.
yeah, 45-yard line. And we'll do the look ahead for you for both of these teams. with the result holding, Glendale would fall to 1-3. Their next game is next week, a home game against the Pasadena Bulldogs. Mustangs will improve to 3-1, and will be on the road at Burbank next week. Here's a handoff.
No, it's a pass.
Or I'm sorry, a quick pass to number 10 of the Nitros. Don't know who that is. But that is a 1-0
Yes.
on the reception.
Looks like he got about 2 yards.
They mark him for 2. It's 2nd down and 8. And tomorrow we'll have the Burbank Crescenta Valley game for you. It'll be from Crescenta Valley High School, where they are either just completed or they're still in the process of a field remodeling.
RPO.
A quick RPO to the outside. It looked like 15
About 3 yards.
on the reception. That is Samson Darbinian for Glendale. Got about 3 yards. They'll spot him at the 50, and it'll be 3rd down and 5. It'll be between a pair of 2-1 teams, Burbank and Crescenta Valley tomorrow. Burbank is led by quarterback Deshaun Laporte, who's actually top 15 in black quarterbacks, is something I saw. So he's putting up some good numbers this year. They routed Galena High School of Nevada 52-9, and before that they beat Westwood High School of Arizona. Those are usually, or they're highly rated programs in the state, not the top of their states, but in the top 100. That pass is intercepted. And returned across the Glendale 40-yard line, number 15. We spotted at the 38. That may or may not be Chase Newsom. All right, there we go. Now we see some different personnel in. So this is the freshman JV unit of the Mighty Mustangs. And I believe the quarterback is Arthur Moreno. He bobbled the snap. And it's picked up by number 7. There is a flag in the backfield. He turns the corner, and he's still going. He's going to take it to the house. That's usually David Cannon, but there is a penalty marker for a hold against the Mustangs. .46 is that quarterback. Yeah, I don't have a 46. That may or may not be Arthur Moreno. He's a sophomore. Transferred from St. Francis.
No, I don't think he's eligible yet.
Oh, he's not eligible? All right. So it's somebody else at quarterback.
Yeah.
That's 7 on the carry. He's going to break a couple of tackles and take it to the house. This time. And that will be 6 points. Again, that may or may not be David Cannon. He usually wears number 7.
I think it is.
It probably is.
The way he's moving up there, yeah, I think it is.
Let's see if...
Why did they stop the clock?
Yeah, why did they stop the clock?
For injury? But they
Oh,
still shouldn't
injury
stop the clock,
timeout. There is a down Nitro back at the 43-yard line. I hope he's okay. Let's see if I can tell you who some of these players are. There is a freshman and JV team for the John Muir Mustangs this season. Nope, no rosters either. It's good to see him back on his feet. It's number 11 for Glendale. Anthony Baton, number 11 for Glendale. Glad to see him up on his feet. The Mustangs will attempt this point after. With the clock continuing to run because that's the phase of the game we're at. Here's the point after. It's up and it's through. Makes it a 7-0 on the board.
Yep.
Show off. I feel like that guy's just been going around and around all game. Here's the kick. It will be fielded by Papazian, number 2, at the 10-yard line. He's going to work for about an extra 4 yards, being dragged down by a trio of Mustangs. Just shy of the 30-yard line.
28.
On the 28, and well, I don't have to move where the where my indicator is, because I've set it up on the 30. It's almost like most of these kick returns are going to where I spot the ball on my graphic. It's weird coincidence. It's a weird coincidence to see that. So we have trips to the left for Glendale. Papazian on the handoff goes nowhere. It'll be 2nd and 10. So we're under 4:20 to play. The next 2 games for the Mustangs, next week and 2 weeks from now, are legitimate games as far as I'm concerned. Against Burbank next week. We'll see them tomorrow. And then in 2 weeks from now against Crescenta Valley, and we'll also see them tomorrow. There's another handoff to Papazi, and he's not really going anywhere.
They're going to give him no game, even though he got stopped for a loss. You see the guy out
Yeah.
there, he's still at the sticks. This guy is
Yep.
like, okay, all right, no game.
That was one of the big defensive tackles for the Mustangs getting in there. I believe that's number 44. He just subbed out. That may or may not be Deshaun Jordan, who is a sophomore.
Maybe next time we should print the JV roster if they have it on.
There's not.
There isn't one? Okay. Well, maybe we can make one. I'll ask Coach Gill up here.
Right.
Good
Venegas
ball. Good
outside,
ball.
it's complete. And forced out of bounds, that was Aldaba. Number 21 for the Nitros on the reception. They're going to mark him for a gain of 8. They'll set up a 4th and 2 with 2:40 to play.
That was actually a pretty good ball.
Yep, that was. Most of those after the catch. There's a 4th and 2.
It had some good zip on it.
Yep.
Yeah, and he got it to the receiver in a good position to be able to catch and run.
Getting the call from the sideline, 4th and 2 for Glendale. A handoff to
Oh, nice tackle.
number 12 that time. And he's tackled.
That number 0, that was Leland.
I'm going to presume that's Leyland in there for the tackle to turn it over on downs. So that was Anthony Villacorta on the carry for Glendale.
What number?
12. Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 with just about a minute to play. There's some big personnel subbing into the game. It's Moreno at quarterback. He's wearing number 46. We presume it's him. Or it could be somebody else.
Yeah, I don't think it's him because I think he's still ineligible for
One more game.
Yeah.
It's a high snap, fielded well. It's a quick handoff to the outside, and there's a penalty marker.
Hold by number 52.
It was number 18 on the carry. That may or may not be Jaime Cortez. It's a hold against the Mustangs, so forcing back 10 yards with 20 seconds to play in the ball game. Yeah, that's pretty much game over. Both teams are going to line up to shake hands and show sportsmanship. So that'll be it for tonight. Mustangs put up a 70 spot against Glendale as they gear up for a big-time matchup next week against Burbank. We'll see Burbank tomorrow. I've seen a couple of their highlights. They have a couple of good receivers that quarterback Deshaun Laporte will target in tomorrow's game. Glendale plays against the Pasadena Bulldogs next week, and Pasadena will also be in action tomorrow. They will be at Memorial Stadium at Burroughs High School. So with that said, I'm actually gonna do something I don't normally do.
Drums are too fast.
Yeah, now they sped it up. I'm gonna show you something I don't normally do. This is something that usually happens behind the scenes. Just to give you an idea of the graphics that I make and stuff like that. So say goodbye to this football field for the moment. And it will be replaced with this one. And our scoreboard will be gone for now. It will be replaced with that one.
Alright, I am shutting down.
Nice. I will change the color to, I think that fits it better. There we go. So that's that's part of the stuff I do behind the scenes when I'm not on air. I just decided to give you guys something to look at in preparation for tomorrow. But that will be it for tonight. Mustangs with the win. They improved to 3-1. Glendale falls to 1-3, and will gear up for their matchup against Pasadena next week. Mustangs gear up for Burbank. We'll see Burbank tomorrow against Crescenta Valley, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in and listening, watching, whatever. If you like what you see or listen to tonight, consider subscribing. It's optional. You don't have to do it, but it's good for me. It's good for the algorithms to suggest like better content for you if you're one of those people. And yeah, so long. We'll see you next week. Or we'll see you tomorrow for Burbank and Crescenta Valley. But if you're here for the Mustangs, we'll see you next week.